Okay.
across the border.
Okay.
Secondly,
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. I just want to give quick instruction to my production control room. So can you just put my touchpad on our screens? I'll be grateful. Let me just talk you through what this is. This is what we were talking about in the press conference in the afternoon. This is a live estimation, and live tracking of civilian aircraft as they are happening on the India-Pakistan border. Now, what you can clearly see that there is a entire western border. So, all of Jammu and Kashmir, all of Punjab, all of western Rajasthan down to Gujarat is completely empty. You see two corridors of flights, a lot of flights, because India is has a lot of flights on any given night. Delhi being centered here, but this part completely blank. But what do you see on the Pakistani side? You can see a Pakistani airline PIA 306 is currently landing in Lahore. Beyond that, there is an Air Blue flight, which is I am being told an A320 flight. Here you go on your screens, which is en route to Lahore. This flight is currently expected to land. It is from Karachi to Lahore, expected to land any moment now. Pakistani time is half an hour behind us, so expected to land in about 30 minutes. So these are civilian aircraft. So General Dwivedi, exactly what we were told in the press conference is exactly the modus operandi. Exactly outside Lahore is where the air incursions, whether they're drones or missiles, are being undertaken. They know that we will be firing missiles or other platforms to take down those drones, and they have put large aircraft. The Pakistani Airlines flight is a Boeing 770 aircraft. Large aircraft are in the air around Lahore, civilian aircraft. What is that telling us, sir?
well, Rishabh, this is very clear that Pakistan, as always, has a shield. Whether they are fighting on the land or they are in the air, this is a very, very, I think, deliberate, calculated act to have the civilian aircraft still flying and ensure that if at all we respond and one such aircraft is hit, then they will create a global commotion. So this is actually, they are taking a shield behind the commercial flights, so also to dovetail their own military and the other assets that could be in the air. So this is one trap that they will try to ensure that we fall into it. But this makes our job very difficult, because it's very difficult to identify whether the aircraft civilian or in the military, especially in the heat of the moment. You don't get that.
I have breaking news coming in, and I want to take it as rapidly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one private jet, a Bombardier jet with unspecified who's on board, that has taken off from Islamabad. Its ultimate destination is in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. So a Bombardier jet has just taken off from Islamabad. Its ultimate destination as we speak is Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. There are currently, as we speak, only a handful of flights operating in Pakistan. You can clearly see, look at the number of flights that are operating towards the central and south of India, because the air corridors have been formed, and you can see the number of flights in a channel that are avoiding Pakistan, that are going across the Arabian Sea and heading to other destinations. In Pakistan, however, at this point of time, you can count the number of flights. One, two, one has just landed in Karachi, the other one is about to, land in Lahore, the other one is about to land in Lahore. One is just taken off from Karachi. 3, 4 Pakistani Airlines. Here is another airline, the Air Sial. There's another airline here which is heading from Islamabad to Dubai. This is a scheduled flight of Serene Air. There's a flight that is coming off PIA, which is currently en route towards Islamabad. There's another PIA flight that is currently en route from Quetta to Lahore. So this will be in the firing zone very, very shortly. But here is the flight that I want you to register. This is an unlisted private business jet. It's a Bombardier jet that has taken off. It is currently at 40,000 feet and it is en route to Riyadh. Now, Pathikrit, there are 2 points here. One, of course, that you thought that they use civilian shields only on the ground by making terror camps inside civilian areas, by putting civilians right next to artillery installations on the LOC. Now we know that they're using civilians in the air yesterday and again today.
Rishabh, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Rishabh, I'm not surprised by this. If you look at what they have been trying to do since yesterday, they have been doing this overwhelming drone attacks with extremely light drones. First, probably to overwhelm our air defense network, which has completely caught them off guard because they could not do it. They thought they can, completely expend our radar bandwidth. That didn't happen. And I think this kind of thing, what they have been doing in terms of using civilian flights as a human shield, sort of a human shield. I think today, once that press meet was happening, it was categorically mentioned by Government of India that this is exactly what Pakistan is doing. And that means henceforth, once India has said that this is what the Pakistanis are doing, and they have shown evidence of that, then after that, if anything happens to any of those civilian flights which have been brought in the path of those, kinetic conflict going on, that is the responsibility of Pakistan. That is no more the responsibility of India. So this particular Bombardier jet that you're talking about, probably there are two possibilities they have. One of these electronic warfare, jet of Bombardier, Global 5000 or 6000. That is a possibility. The other one possibility is somebody is desperately going to Riyadh.
They're going to Riyadh because there is, while we have no registration number, no country of registration, but there is a flight plan, and the flight plan is destination Riyadh. Somebody at 9:30, it's a 17-seater Bombardier jet. Somebody at 9:30 Pakistani time has decided to board a private jet. It's one of the few long-range private jets that are available, and Pakistan is not known for having dozens of these kind of private jets which cost tens of millions of dollars. But somebody is rushing to Riyadh, Pratikrit, at this point of time.
So there are two things, Rishabh. Somebody is desperate, or somebody actually knows that for 2 days what they have done in that entire spectrum. I think there will be a massive response from today or tomorrow. That is because they have already crossed the red line. Pakistan is the only country which has opened a front and started a war because terror camps have been hit by another sovereign state. You will never find an evidence like that anywhere else in the world. So they have exposed themselves. They have done what they had to do. They have used tactical cruise missiles yesterday, against which the S-400 was used. They have used F-16s, F-17. So now the door is ajar. It is for India to respond. The time and place and the mode will be decided by the government and the concerned agencies.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I know this is publicly